first round of the NBA playoffs continues as we get ready for Game 2 on EA Sports. From State Farm Arena, tonight it's the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Miami Heat. With my partner, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Hawks coming into play. They were winners in Game 1, as expected, on their home floor. They'll look to build on that advantage here at home in Game 2.
And Game 1 went as expected. But now, as the higher seed, you still got to take care of business in Game 2. As a road team, all you're looking to do is split one of these first 2 games.
To Kevin Huerter. Has a look. Can't connect. Tucker to Oladipo. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Capella. Won't go. To Lowry. Oh, had him going there for a second. Oladipo to P.J. Tucker. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Knocks it down off the step back.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
First free throw is good. And he hits the second. For 3. Nice. Miami with the basketball. To Oladipo. Pass to the rim. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Lowry. That pass stolen by the Hawks. John Collins here against P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. To Kevin Huerter. Shot no good there by Gallinari.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Butler to Oladipo. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Butler into the front court. Up by 3. Tucker to Oladipo. To Lowry. Tucker. Has a chance. Oladipo's shot no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Kevin Huerter. Capella down low. Kyle Lowry able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Oladipo to the rim. Now a steal by Atlanta. To Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Tucker matched up with Capella. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
To Kevin Huerter. Trae Young. To Capella. From the outside, no good. To Butler. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Through 3. Now that's a contest. Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
To Butler. Trying to cash in. Here's the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. P.J. Tucker.
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Williams.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 3 Milwaukee Bucks, seed 6 Chicago Bulls.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. He'd have the basketball. Butler to P.J. Tucker. Sizing up the defense. Tucker driving right to the basket. Lowry buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
John Collins here against P.J. Tucker. To Kevin Huerter. Williams. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. To Williams. Fires the three. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
In the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Lowry into the front court. Leads 5. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Tucker matched up with Capella. Butler to Oladipo. Clint Capella tips it. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Oladipo has a look. And the rebound taken down by Gallinari.
Oh, yeah, me and you. You open, shoot.
Jumper's good.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something
NBA playoffs 2022-1 round game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 2 Boston Celtics, seed 7 Brooklyn Nets.
To go. Here's Atlanta with the basketball.
Here we go, my ball.
To Williams. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Oladipo into the front court. Leads 3. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Dwayne Dedmon with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Tucker powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Williams. To Butler. Tucker. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player.
The
Sometimes
NBA
luck is on your
playoffs
side. I don't know how that
2022-1
shot
round
went in,
game 2
but
matchup will be coming up next. Seed 5 Toronto Raptors, seed 4 Philadelphia 76ers.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Williams across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Bogdanovic matched up with P.J. Tucker. Victor! Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Kevin Knox. Williams. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
No good. Defense catching a break there.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time to shuffle things up. Williams to Trae Young. Deep right corner. Kevin Knox to Williams. And he buries it.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
Oladipo into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Butler. Short jumper misses. Hawks with the basketball. To Trae Young. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Oladipo into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Butler to P.J. Tucker. Butler for 2. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Williams into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in a very one-sided first quarter thus far. Here comes the screen. Tucker picked up by Gorgui Dieng. To Butler. 5 to shoot for Miami. Has a chance. Tucker with a shot that misses.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Oladipo. Waiters. Tucker. Dieng, tough matchup against Butler. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Butler to bring it up. His team on top by 8. To P.J. Tucker. Butler to P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Pass stolen by Miami.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Trae Young to Williams. Trae Young. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. To P.J. Tucker. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Another follows. Still no good. Tight space with the crossover to Williams. Knocked loose. He'd get control. Offensive rebound. Jimmy Butler. He's 3 for 7. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oladipo into the front court. They lead it by 14. To Butler. The drive right to the basket. Nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Bogdanovic against Markieff Morris. Down to Labissiere, and look out.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Waller into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Lou Williams, huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Trae Young down low for Jeng. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Miami's got it. Oladipo to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. To Butler. Doesn't get the bounce.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
He'd come up with it. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Trae Young. Shot from in close, no good. Tucker. Nice pass to get things going.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Tucker to Butler. He connects off the step back.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle, oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Driving right to the basket. Gets it in the left corner. Williams. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here comes the screen. Butler to P.J. Tucker. They'll go to Butler, down low. It goes down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. To P.J. Tucker. To Butler. Shot clock winding down. And Jimmy Butler won't go. Oh, and a putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
To Williams. Defense making the ball handler work. Williams. Deep left corner. Fires the three. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Butler to P.J. Tucker. Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Scores from the post.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
It's the Heat with the possession. Lowry to Butler. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Lowry to Butler. 5 to shoot for Miami. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Time for some new personnel into the game. Trae Young. The drive right to the basket. Goes to the left side. Tucker with the rebound. Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Screen coming. To Trae Young. Lets it fly from long range. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To P.J. Tucker. Lowry. Runner's good there.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Nice pass to set things up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Hawks have it. Trae Young. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Butler to P.J. Tucker. No good to Butler. Down low. To P.J. Tucker. Has a look. Tucker with a shot that won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Butler into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To P.J. Tucker. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Heat absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Miami Heat. The Hawks have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Defense.
The Miami Heat have been exhibiting some amazing defense in this matchup. Steals on the floor, blocks in the sky. They're dominating on defense all over the floor.
Player of the half.
Butler has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Lowry into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To P.J. Tucker. He buries it off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Trae Young. And breaks it up.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
They get it down to Tucker. Danilo Gallinari rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Off the assist.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
From long range. Can't get the bounce. To Butler. Tucker. To Lowry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kyle Lowry trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Trae Young. Down low Collins. Count the basket at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Clint Capella with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Screen coming. John Collins defended by Tucker. Shot clock winding down. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To P.J. Tucker. Here's a chance from long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Kevin Huerter. Tucker. To Lowry. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
For three. Rebounded by the Heat. To Lowry. Tucker. Count it.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit, easy layup.
Can't connect. Kyle Lowry sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Lowry. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Tucker guarded by Clint Capella. John Collins sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Capella. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Fires the three. Jay, I don't know if you'd call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
Butler to P.J. Tucker. Tucker powers it through.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Here's Atlanta. Trae Young. Takes stock of the floor. Gets it in the left corner. To Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Great defense. Forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there. Utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Down low, Gallinari. The pass set it all up.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
John!
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Tucker to Lowry. 4-3. And Kyle Lowry, muscle memory put to good use there.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Here comes the screen. Count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. Tucker to Lowry. Tucker to Lowry. Short jumper off the mark. Here comes the screen. To Kevin Huerter. Finds a shoot for Atlanta. Short jumper won't go down. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To P.J. Tucker. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's now 4 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. Down for Collins. Shot from the lane won't go. Tucker. To Waiters. Shot from in close, no good. To Kevin Huerter. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Tucker to Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
from somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
New blood coming in for both sides. Williams to Kevin Huerter. And counted at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lowry has the basketball. To Waiters. Tucker. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Williams. That's out. Last touch by Dion Waiters. Changes coming from both sides right now. Williams to Trae Young. Pulled down by Dedmon.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Williams to Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Lowry.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Down to 5 on the 24. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Williams gets it in the right corner. Bogdanovic guarded by Morris. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Tucker to Lowry. Can't miss those.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. It's the Heat with the possession. Lowry. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3rd quarter comes to an end. The 4th quarter on the way as the Heat enjoy some breathing room. Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? But when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Williams to Trae Young. Trying to cash in. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
You're on the island now.
Trae Young. And he scores on the step back.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Butler to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. Short jumper misses. Trae Young to Williams. To Trae Young. Labissiere with a shot, no good. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler to Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Butler with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen. Trae Young to Williams. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Lets it fly from long range. Trae Young at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Oladipo into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Butler to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. To Trae Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Danilo Gallinari with a chance at a 4-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. It's good, has the hot hand, and a 4-point play. Miami with the basketball. To Oladipo. to shoot for Miami. Has a look. Not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
That pass stolen by the Hawks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Lowry to P.J. Tucker. From the painted area, won't go down. Trae Young to Capella. Won't go down. Butler into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Looking good. 4 for 5.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. From long range. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Trae Young. Beyond the arc for 3. The Heat have the rebound. To Lowry. Down low for Tucker. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. He'd get control. Oladipo to Butler. Victor Oladipo. The shot almost.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Lowry to Oladipo. Here's a chance from long range. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance. They're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Can't connect from in close. Deep right corner for 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now, since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Hawks have the board. To Trae Young. Capella. Goes to the left side. To Trae Young. Oh, he had it. Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Oladipo. He was hacked. They let it go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
To Oladipo. with the step back.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. To Capella. Clint Capella. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day. To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. Has a chance. Collins comes up empty. The follow won't go either. The follow won't go either.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Capella to Kevin Huerter. Knock loose. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Here comes the screen. Tucker. Capella's on him. It's Atlanta ball. Turns and slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Kevin Huerter at the line. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To P.J. Tucker. Can't connect from inside.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Danilo Gallinari. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Tucker. To Lowry. Five seconds to shoot. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep
The
knocking
NBA
him
playoffs 2022-1 round Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 2 Memphis Grizzlies, Seed 7 Minnesota Timberwolves.
Tucker to Oladipo. Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. The Heat with the victory. They've taken the upper hand in this best-of-7 series. A 2-games-to-none lead. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat put one in the win column with a solid performance. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Miami Heat. The Hawks just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Atlanta Hawks were simply unable to avoid being soft on defense when the ball went inside the paint. Why they couldn't rotate properly, I don't know. They simply got outworked in this matchup. Their lack of interior defense was most obvious in the first two quarters.
Player of the game.
Tucker gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.